Rams just beat the Vikings. It was an ugly game. Solely in first place. The Rams are after beating the Vikings. It was an ugly game. The run game looked beautiful though. Offensive line, Brian Allen went out with an injury to his knee. He was walking around trying to get back, but it's okay. He didn't have to play the rest of the game. He's nursing that injury. He's been banged up the whole year. But our offensive line filled in nicely. There were times where they got to Stafford, but they had good pockets for him for the most part. Stafford was off. He's wearing a sleeve on his arm. I don't know if that's just to keep it warm or maybe he's got a little banged up. He's probably banged up. This time of the year, guys are all banged up. But the couple of balls he missed again, he was a little off again. He got 3 interceptions, but one of them was a tip interception. That happens. The other one was a underthrown deep ball to Van Jefferson, maybe thrown a little bit late because it seemed like it was really far. It was a real deep pass, and there was 2 guys out there. So, and then I saw one on the right post where he missed OBJ. We got through it. It's a good game to win on the road against a really good Vikings team. They're hit or miss depending on when you play them, but they're always dangerous. They're missing some players too, like this time of year, especially with COVID's crap. They're missing one of their key players, but we'll take the W. It was ugly. It's good to win ugly games in the road. That's the mark of a good team, a good playoff team for a good playoff team for a run for the Super Bowl. So we're already 11-4. So we have our future in our own hands as far as playoff seeding and division crown. As long as we can win out, we have the division crown. The Ravens are next, and then the game that I'm looking forward to is a rematch against the 49ers. The 49ers laid an egg and lost, and so our little brothers at NoCal, the 49ers, looking up at us again and this year, and they're another game behind us. We got to take care of business. We should be able to take care of them, and it'll be a huge gorilla off of our back after we beat them, and I hope we beat them handily. I'll be at SoFly Stadium to see the game with the rest of the Remelia tailgating and all that. I'm looking forward to it. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays to everybody. I just wanted to pop in. I'm really happy with this season, the way it's gone so far. I mean, Matthew Stafford has been as advertised, and even better, Cooper Kupp is on a year for the ages for wide receivers. He already broke the Rams franchise record for receptions. He is on pace to break more records. The man's amazing. Matthew Stafford hit the fastest of 50,000 yards passing by a quarterback. He's close to 40 touchdowns. He didn't get any today. Oh, actually, he did get one. Didn't he? Yeah, he did get one today to OBJ. And so that's 36 touchdowns. He's going to probably finish, if everything goes good, close to 45 touchdowns. We'll see. Close to 4,000 yards passing. Amazing. And amazing. So, the running game looks beautiful. Even without Cam Akers today, Sony Michel, he's not really known for being a power back, but he has that mode to him. He has some good power, and he's got decent speed. He's not a breakaway runner, but he sees the hole good and hits it. And he's to me, he gets the game ball on the offensive side. And Leonard Floyd was active today. Donald was in there raising havoc. Jalen Ramsey was doing his thing. The secondary is playing decent. I didn't like how we gave up some easy touchdowns when we played prevent defense on the secondary, but for the most part, we're ready. We're rolling. We have momentum. We got to take care of the Ravens. We should be able to beat the Ravens. I don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to play, but he's given us fits. And the last time we played him a couple years ago at the Coliseum in LA, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in here and and just let you guys know, this is a great time again, like I said yesterday, to be a Rams fan and and have an optimistic outlook on our future, because it's not just this year. Yes, we want to win the Super Bowl. We're all in for this year, but with this coach and these players, our core players are signed. Um, we're going to have more money with the cap situation with the Gurley contract, and Jared Goff contract coming off the books. The COVID cap is going to extend to a regular or bigger cap. So we're going to have for our compensation picks for us losing guys in free agency. We're going to have I believe Snead set up to 8 picks in the draft. So don't be fooled by what the media says. We do have picks coming up next year. They're late round picks, but we have been really good in our search for gems, hidden gems in late rounds, second, third rounds. So the future is very bright. This our team is poised for a Super Bowl. The team that I'm looking forward to, and the team that I would like to play is the Packers. I'd love to go to Lambeau and beat them there. It's hard to beat a good team 3 times, and they've got us twice. They beat us this year and they beat us last year in the playoffs. But with a break here or there, and maybe a call that they could have called on against Donald on some of the scoring plays, and if we were a little sharper, we could have pulled that game out the last time we played. But if we have Cam Akers, by the time if we do get that far and the Packers are there, or whoever it is, it doesn't matter. But if the Packers are there and we play them in the championship game in Lambeau, I feel good about it. Our running game is looking great. Our secondary by then will have a lot more experience. We'll have some stuff on film that they like to run against us, and so everything looks good. There's no reason why we can't go into any place, Tampa or Lambeau or whoever it is. The Saints, the Saints have been playing better, but it'd probably be between Tampa or Green Bay if we had to go on the road and play in the playoffs if we got that far. But yeah, I'm just so happy with this team. We've gone through our trials and tribulations, like I said before, and we lost Cam Akers at the beginning of the year. We lost Robert Woods, and hey, Jerry Ramirez, yeah, brother. Well done so far. He says, yes. It's a good time to be a Rams fan. It's a great time to be a Rams fan. Look, this team has Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, OBJ. Cam Akers is going to come back, but Sony Michel and great stars on the offensive line. Big Witt didn't play today, and the guys that filled in for him at the last minute because of COVID, Big Witt didn't play. They filled in nicely. All these guys that are filling in are doing the job. It's next man up, and they're filling in. Look at Jalen Ramsey went out, and we still won. That game, and the guys are stepping up. This team is ready to go, man. I'm very proud of them, and and then on defense, Floyd, Donald, Von Miller. Von Miller hasn't really hit his stride with us yet, but he's in there raising havoc. He's covering guys, and I love Greg Gaines. He's living up to that number 91. A legendary Ram pass rusher, all-time Ram, Kevin Green. I love his motor. He's a bigger guy, but he moves pretty good for a big guy, and runs down quarterbacks. And he's endless bounds of endless bounds of energy rather, and he's got a motor that doesn't stop. I love that guy. Ashawn Robinson has been filling in nicely for Brockers. We're missing my man Joseph Sebastian Day. He was great when he was in there. If we get him back for the playoffs, man, we're going to be tough and we'll be deeper on the line. Secondary, Darius Williams had a couple of plays where he let the guy get away from him, but hopefully he's getting back to his play from last year. It's been a slow process this year, and that's what happens with young guys. But for the most part, everyone's been playing really good, and the secondary a lot better than they were. And we'll see what happens. I'm just elated and ecstatic. Ramelia. This is the time to be looking forward to the playoffs and what we can do. And we're right there. We're right there with any of the teams. Matthew Stafford has a rough day today. A couple of tip balls. One of them was a bad pass. I don't know if he was throwing it away to the flat and he didn't see the guy. And that's the thing that he needs to. And he knows better. But if you're a gunslinger like Matthew Stafford and we throw the ball a lot, you're gonna have dumb plays like that, or you didn't see a guy. I think he was maybe throwing it away, and it just happened to land right to a guy. And then one of them got tipped, and then one I think he threw it too late, and the guy was rushing in on him right in his face, and he let it go, and it got intercepted too. So two of them were I don't want to say not his fault, but the tip pass, what can you do? And then he underthrew it, and they intercepted it with the guy in his face. So the one ugly one was the one in the flat, but and then he missed OBJ a couple times, easy throws that he normally can make. So even with that, we still won the game, and we were really not in danger at all in this game. And I know the Vikings are a little beat up too with the COVID and stuff, but they're a good team. They're a good, well coached team, and we beat them pretty easily, and that's on the road. It gets loud over there. So this is all good experience for this team. You remember the Rams? They got the Von Millers and the Matthew Stafford in his 13th year, and a big wit. Is ageless. The guy keeps trucking, and it's still one of the elite left tackles in the NFL. With those older guys on our roster, we're still like we're in the top five youngest teams in the NFL. So remember that. A lot of guys are learning and filling in, like I said, the future is very optimistic and very bright. I was glad to see Jake Funk get back in there. I like this. I like that they gave him a carry um, as we got in the red zone, but he didn't go anywhere. They tackled him right away. But what a great story! That I kind of recognize what they were doing. Of course, every play we try to get yards, but he earned the fact coming back and rehabbing and coming back so fast from injury, playing on special teams, making plays on special teams. They gave him the ball. He deserved it. I didn't notice if it was more than one ball they gave him, but I noticed one where they tackled him right away. But that was kind of in tribute to we were setting up for the field goal, in tribute to him coming back and how he persevered. And these guys, they want to play. I'm glad to see him back. Cam Akers, the same thing. He's hungry. He wants to play, and I can't wait to see what he does for our offense. He's going to make our offense like on turbo. With Sony Michelle and Henderson. We have a good running game, and with Cam Akers there as the top featured back, and of course we'll use him sparingly because coming back from that huge injury. But there's a three-headed monster now, and Cam Akers is going to be. He's going to give us another level in our running game. So I'm looking forward to that. And the guy can catch out of the backfield. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm so happy. Nothing could be better. We're first place. We're at 11-4. This is where we thought we'd be. Even despite the 3-game skid. Wow. And look at the teams like the Bucks and the Packers. Their team has been together longer, and we're right there with them record wise. So this is there's a lot of points to be happy about, and we haven't even hit our stride in offense. Woods went out when he started to get the ball, get acclimated with Stafford. We haven't had a game where our offense has been rolling for the whole game. And so I would love for that to happen against the 49ers and then go through the playoffs on a roll. I would love for us to break out because we haven't seen that game yet. We've seen quarters here and there where we're good, but not a full closeout game where we're just unstoppable, unbelievable. And with Cam Akers in there, and the more OBJ gets in there, and Stafford gets comfortable with everything, it'll be amazing. We haven't had that yet. We played good, and we're 11-4, and he's got all these yards and passes, but we haven't seen a full game where Our offense just looks unstoppable. And hopefully that'll start against the 49ers. I would love that. I would love that. But we owe them big time, and hopefully McVay will be able to give it to them, and hopefully that'll be a knockout blow, and we can knock them out of the playoffs. That'd be funny. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, checking out the video after it's live and after it records. But yeah, just I just wanted to pop in here, and I went to the store to pick up some stuff, and I was just thinking about everything. I was like, yeah, let me go on real quick because this is exactly where we want to be. We're 11-4. Guys have been going out because of COVID. Big Wit didn't play today, and we still won. Jalen Ramsey went out, and we still won. Cam Akers has been out all this time, and we're 11-4. Robert Woods went out, and OBJ stepped in. This team has been through a lot, and we're at 11-4. We will not be we will not be stopped. And so I just wanted to pop in and give our guys props and give the Romelia some optimism and let them know what's really happening. You look at ESPN and you look at the media, and they always hype up the Cowboys and the Patriots and other teams, and they always, even with Matthew Stafford, they try to demean his name. The guy's the fastest guy, turns out, this year, first year with the Rams, throwing all these yards with the Rams in 1 year, and has Cooper Kupp on record pace. He gets snubbed for the Pro Bowl because it's a popularity contest. They gave it to Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray was out a few games. They still won without him, and he's a hell of a talent. He's a young guy, so the NFL probably, who knows what, but the NFL probably wants to, get the young guys in there. But Matthew Stafford has had a better season than Kyler Murray so far. As a matter of fact, we took over first place and we played him head to head. And even with the rough game today, Matthew Stafford made the throws that we need to keep the change rolling. And without Matthew Stafford, imagine where we'd be. Hopefully we'd still find a way to win. Hopefully we won't have to find out. But yeah, he got snubbed. He's an alternate for the Pro Bowl, Matthew Stafford, but he should have been right there behind Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. And again, those two guys have had at least a year like Tom Brady with their team, and Aaron Rodgers has been there forever. So they've got more experience with the same guys, and Matthew Stafford in his first year is Pro Bowl worthy, and he should have been right there as a third quarterback instead of Kyler Murray. Take nothing away from him, but Matthew Stafford has better stats and played more games, more touchdowns, more yards, and he's, as we speak, his team is ahead of Kyler Murray's team. So, but anyway, that it is what it is. But yes, we've been through a lot, and we won't be stopped. We just got to keep going. McVay's been through a lot. He put his neck on the line, getting rid of Jared Goff and getting Matthew Stafford, and same thing with Les Snead. But in my mind, Matthew Stafford has been a hell of a talent for years, and we did what we had to do, and so and this is only year one. Hopefully by the time year 3 rolls around, we'll be on our second or third Super Bowl, or at least the second Super Bowl, and he'll be even more acclimated to everything. And him and Sean McVay can sponge off of each other on the knowledge, and it'll be even stronger. And a year under his belt with the Rams. So this is just a great time to be a Ram fan. I just got to say it again. Romelia. So, just everybody get ready, because the best is yet to come. And, I appreciate everybody checking out my videos. And if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, hit the alerts for my live videos I've been putting up. And I got a few more videos I'm going to upload, I promise. And I have tailgating videos from the Niner game with the Romelia and the Rams mariachis, and hopefully we'll be able to have a reaction from the stadium after the Rams blow up the 49ers, or at the very least win. I'm gonna do a live from there with the Romelia, and it's gonna be fun. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and as we always say, may the Romelia be with you, and Ramulators, mount up.